It's Karen with Food and Family. I'm getting ready to start us some lunch. I'm going to make some sandwiches, but I want to make some coleslaw to go with them. So it's just us two. Parker will be over here later. And this is 1/4 of a cabbage. And that will make plenty of coleslaw for us. I am just going to finely shred this. We don't like our cabbage in too big of chunks. You make it as big as you want. You see my knife, this is my Rada knife, and it is extremely sharp. So be very, very careful with your fingers when you're cutting. You need to go on the Rada. I put the link in my description box under the video. And where you see the description, click more and it'll open it up. And if you don't have any of these knives, you need to get you some. But if you already have some, you know how much you love them. So you can go in there and order you some more. But today I'm making coleslaw, and we're going to make some steak sandwiches, my version of steak sandwiches. And I'm going to put them on sub rolls. And when we get ready to cook those, I'm going to show you how I season them up, and then we're going to take them out and put them on the Blackstone. And I am loving using the Blackstone right now. Now, I'm going to put it in one of these little bowls. I bought me some little lightweight bowls the other day. And I'm going to put it over in here. Now, y'all know me. I never have pickle relish when I want it. So I had to cut up a dill pickle spear. I love the dill pickles. We don't use sweet pickles here. If you want to use a sweet pickle, you can. A lot of people that we know do. We just prefer the dill. And I didn't put a whole lot in there. But I'm also going to put, where did I put it? I think I'm going to put a little bit of green onion in mine. Now this is some I had cleaned up for dinner the other night. So I'm just going to slice them up kind of thin. And we're going to drop them over in here. Okay, so I need something to stir that up with. Doesn't that look so pretty already? Let's see. Now, I'm not using the mayonnaise today. I'm using this slaw mix that I get at the grocery store. Marzetti makes it, and I love their products. And I'm just going to pour what I think I want. And I meant to put a little black pepper and some salt in here, but we can still do that. So let me get that, and then I'm going to put this in the refrigerator and let it sit and chill a little bit while we get this steak made. All right. Not a whole lot of. And you know what else would be good in here? And I don't have any. You could put some celery seed if you wanted it. And but I don't have any. But that would be certainly be very good. So I'm going to set this in the refrigerator. I'm not worrying about covering it up because we're going to be eating it really soon. So it'll be all right for just a little bit. Okay, now, same board, it's not hurt. I'm going to wipe it a little bit. I'm using a plastic board, as you see. I do not put meat of any kind, raw meat, on my wooden boards. I've had people tell me it doesn't matter, but it does to me. So, let me get rid of this. We don't need it anymore. Okay. I've got cube steak. And if you've never used cube steak on a sandwich, it's very good. Now, I want you to cut against the grain. And that makes it more tender. And I'm cutting them in thin slices. And then I am going to season them up. So I'm not going to keep you on here while I cut this up. I'm going to, let's pause for a minute, and I'll get all this come up in, and I'll come back and show you how I season it up, okay? Okay, I have my meat all cut up, and I'm going to sprinkle this with a little bit of onion powder. I'm not using salt because I'm going to use some soy sauce and Worcestershire. We know they're salty. So, and I'm going to use a little bit of garlic powder. I gotta fill my canisters up, my little jars. And I'm going to use some soy sauce, which we know is salty. This is not the low sodium soy sauce. And I'm going to use some Worcestershire sauce. Lee and Perrins. That's what makes it so good. Okay, so now I want to get in here and mix it up. I'd use my hands, but I got something else I want to do, so I don't want to get them all yucky right now. Okay, so let's let that sit. Can you see that? How pretty that meat is. Now what I want to do is I've got an onion. I've got a rather large onion that I'm going to cut up because I want to cook it with the steak. And I've got some peppers there. And we're going to come back and we're going to cut those big ribs out of this pepper because I don't want it in my in my food. It won't hurt. I just don't want it. And honestly, I don't know because I've got 3 colors. I don't know that I'll use all of this. I think we may just vacuum seal some of it up. So let's cut up some of these peppers. I'm just going to cut them in thin strips. So when I put them on the Blackstone, we'll just saute them all together, the onions and the peppers. Again. Okay, so this is all the peppers and onions that I'm going to use, okay? So you see what I've got left here. I've got a few little pieces. You know what I'm going to do? I've got this green onion left. Let's use it. Let's don't put that lonely little fella in there by himself. Onions and peppers. I need some olive oil. I'm going to just drizzle a little olive oil over these. And I'm going to put a little salt and pepper on these. And these are ready for the Blackstone. Now I have sub rolls and I have some provolone cheese that I'm going to put on these sub rolls. And I'm going to melt it down. And I think I'll put them on the Blackstone and try to heat them up a little bit. And then put our cheese on and then put the rest of our stuff on it. We've got a meal and it's not going to take me any time to get it cooked. So we are on the back porch. Isn't it beautiful out here? Look at the sun shining. It is just a beautiful, beautiful day. Now, I'm going to get this going on here. I've got my meat and my veggies. So I want to put down a little bit of olive oil for both. I don't think we need a whole lot. Oh, excuse me. Got a little froggy there. Isn't that a nice sound? I had it up on high and I turned it down. So now, I wish you could smell this. This is such an amazing smell. Let's get these onions and peppers spread out because I want them to get cooked. I want them to get soft. So let me show you, I think, what we're going to do with these sub rolls. And I've got a pack of 6. We do not need 6. I'm going to do 3. Parker will be over here in a little bit, like I told you. And he might want one. So I want to open these up so I can warm them up. See? I don't want to tear them up, but I just want to warm them a little bit. And I'm going to put that cheese on it and get it all melty and gooey. That's okay. So this meat is going to be ready in a minute. You see how quick that is to cook. So you know what? I'm just going to scoot this aside, and all these juices and oil that was cooked in, I'm going to use it. Why not? It's there, and it's waiting on me. Right? Ooh, we got that. I'm not going for toasty. I'm going for just to get it warm. So now we're going to put some cheese on this bread. So when we put this meat and onions on it, it's going to help. Ooh, loud, I'm sorry. It's going to help melt it even more. And we're going to put 2 slices per sandwich. We're not going to be skimpy. All right, guys, so let me get this cooked a little bit more, and I'm going to come back and when I get ready to take this up off of the grill. So y'all give me just a few minutes, okay? All right, I'm getting ready to take this meat up off the grill, and we're going to put it right on to our sandwiches. Looky there. I can't wait to dig into one of these. I haven't made this in a long time. Pack them full. I don't have that much, so we're going to use it all. We're not going to waste any of it. So, looky there. Is that not, I'm going to hold that up. I want you to see that tray. Is that not gorgeous? And we're fixing to fill them up with veggies. And I'm going to go ahead and turn this off while I'm standing here. We're trying to get some onions and peppers in each scoop. Now, if you want, and Pop Jones probably will, put steak sauce on his. And you put whatever you want. I won't. I don't know what Parker will. If he'll use some steak sauce or the extras, we're just going to put on the side so if anybody wants them. So I don't know if Parker will want any sauce or not. And that's as simple as it gets, making these sandwiches. That was a very, very small pack of cubed steak. And I know what would be good as well if you had some venison cubed steak. Now, we'll come back later and we'll clean that off. Look at those gorgeous sandwiches. All right, I'm going to go back in the kitchen. Y'all come in there with me. Would you like some lemon?
Sure.
I happen to have some very fresh lemons. And we'll cut one of these open. We'll use, and get a knife. And we're going to use our Rada Knives again. And we'll cut it open like that. And we're just going to go. Let's try these sandwiches.
You want lemon too?
I do. And I made us some coleslaw. Do you like coleslaw?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so we need a spoon to dip it. And we're going to need a fork to eat it with, aren't we? See, I got to see Dalton yesterday, and I'm getting Parker today. So that makes a grandmother very happy. All right, so let's make our plate. Which one do you want? They're all the same. So I want some tea.
Grab some middle
That's
one.
a big sandwich, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think. Can you see? Look at that plate. Yeah, isn't that beautiful? What do you say? Let's try them. Let's do it together. That's big. That's good. Yeah, I hope y'all will make this. Tell me what you think about that coleslaw before we go. You like that? Yeah. All right. I hope y'all make these sandwiches, and if you do, please let us know how you like it. So, thanks for everything, guys. We certainly appreciate each and every one of you, and we hope you'll share our channel, share this video, like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you'll know when we post our next video. Parker and I are going to go off and eat our sandwich, and when Pop Jones gets back, he can eat his.